Now on YouTube, it's time for some alternative commentary action with the Commentary Hub.
There's headed by Moreno, and it's 2-1 to Arsenal.
Look at that point! Goal for Manchester City!
Takes this corner, whips it in, it's headed and it's a goal, and it's that man, Gabriel.
Liverpool have equalised. Lovely improvisational touch from Curtis Jones.
Oh, what a goal! Wow, take it out!
Good evening and welcome to the Estadio Bernabéu Stadium for this evening's Champions League quarter-final second leg. Well, Arsenal put themselves in a strong position going into this tie with 2 goals from Declan Rice, 2 amazing free kicks, and Mikel Moreno's goal has put Arsenal into a 3-0 lead. With poor league form on their back, they've performed so much better in Europe. From Holland to France to Spain, Arsenal have done it all in the Champions League this season. For Real Madrid, well, the second legs have not been kind to English clubs against Real Madrid, and teams like Chelsea and Manchester City have had it blown up in their faces in years gone by. The Spanish Giants are still, in my opinion, in this tie, and Jude Bellingham has said that this is a night for Real Madrid at home at the Bernabéu Stadium. Los Blancos still second in the league. It's not been the best season for them. They've been criticised for their lack of hard work. Defensively, they're stretched. But if anybody can pull this lead back, pull this deficit back, it is Real Madrid as the teams come out onto the arena here. Also in the other quarter-final match, which we'll keep you posted on at the San Siro Stadium, Inter Milan are taking on Bayern Munich, with Inter leading 2-1 from the first leg. So they hold a distinct advantage going into their tie. We'll keep you updated on that as the game goes on. We've already had a comment from Media Radio Jingles and Gaming. Good evening, everybody, and good evening, Paul and everybody. Well, I do not know how we have to put on a performance like last week against Real Madrid with a 3-0 victory in the first leg, but let's hope we can do the same tonight. Well, the pressure will be on. The key, I think, for Arsenal tonight is definitely do not concede an early goal. Looking at the team news for this game, Real Madrid make 2 changes, one of them forced, of course. Aurelien Tchouameni comes in for Eduardo Camavinga, who is suspended from getting a red card in the first leg. Lucas Vázquez steps in for Luka Modric, who drops down to the bench this evening. Vázquez also wears the captain's armband. Arsenal, not surprisingly, are unchanged for this evening's game against Real Madrid. So let's take a look at the starting lineups, and we'll begin with Real Madrid with Thibaut Courtois in goal, David Alaba, Antonio Rudiger, Raul Asensio and Lucas Vázquez, the captain. Across midfield is English international Jude Bellingham, Aurelien Tchouameni, Federico Valverde, and that dangerous front line that we're all aware of, Vinicius Junior. 35-goal Kylian Mbappe and Rodrigo lead the line for Los Blancos. For Arsenal, well, it's, as I mentioned to you earlier, it is an unchanged lineup, also matching Real Madrid's 4-3-3. David Raya in goal, Miles Lewis-Skelly, Jacob Kivior, still deputising for the injured Gabriel. William Saliba and Jurrien Timber make up the back 4. Declan Rice with his 2 goals from the first leg. Thomas Partey, Captain Martin Odegaard, Gabriel Martinelli, Mikel Moreno and Bukayo Saka are leading the line for the Arsenal. Substitutes, well, for Real Madrid, they've only gone with 9 substitutes for this evening. Arsenal have 12. This is Real Madrid's substitutes bench. Fran Gonzalez, the goalkeeper, Sergio Misteri, Luka Modric, Arda Güler, Jesus Vallejo, Dani Ceballos, Fran Garcia, Brahim Diaz and Endrick make up the substitute bench for the 15-time European champions. For Arsenal, well, they have Nato, the backup goalkeeper, along with the other backup, Tommy Setford, Kieran Tierney, Ben White, Alexander Zinchenko, Leandro Trossard, Raheem Sterling, Nathan Butler-O'Dea, Ethan Nwaneri, and three players who can make their Arsenal debut tonight is Jack Henry Francis, Jimmy Gower, and the Polish international Michal Roziak. So Arsenal are in their change strips today of black shirts with the green and red trim and white trim, black shorts and black socks. Not surprisingly, Los Blancos with their famous white shirts, white shorts and white socks. As we take a look at Kylian Mbappe, our referee today is the experienced Frenchman Francois Letexier from Béziers in France. All of his officials also fellow countrymen, Cyril Mugnier and Mehdi Ramouni on the lines. The fourth official is Stephanie Frappard with Jerome Broussard and Bastien Descheppi in VAR should we need it. Well, the two sets of players are gathering at the centre circle right now. Of course, the two teams have met each other 3 times, with Real Madrid yet to beat Arsenal. 2 wins for Arsenal, 1 draw is the difference between the two sides. Carlos Ancelotti, his last season at Real Madrid today, this season possibly. Well, he sets up a very, very strong lineup to take on this Arsenal team. It's a mountain for Real Madrid to climb as we take a look at 2 former legends, Mario Vargas Llosa and Leo Ben Hacker, 2 former Real Madrid players, as the crowd pay tribute to those 2. The referee blows his whistle as we take a look at the outside of the newly renovated Estadio Santiago Bernabéu Stadium. It is packed to the rafters tonight for this second leg, and Arsenal are going to get the game underway as we await the referee. Highly experienced. He's actually only 45 years old, but he's highly experienced FIFA referee. And Arsenal get the game underway, attacking the goal to our left as that ball is cleared downfield by David Raya. Media, radio, jingles and gaming said, I hope Arsenal don't slip up tonight. It is Real Madrid and they can put on a game. And also mentioned by Nicholas Frappard, very experienced in international women's matches. She refereed at the 2019 World Cup. And Stephanie Frappard is our 4th official today. So it's picked up in their own half there by Rudiger, played forward, looking for Vinicius Junior there, but it's picked up instead. Going down the left-hand side there is Gabriel Martinelli. He's looking to come up against Federico Valverde. Valverde stepped across and made that challenge that time. The Uruguayan international Federico Valverde will be up against Martinelli tonight. Here's Declan Rice now. Valverde challenging him. Once again, makes another good tackle, and the ball goes out of play for an Arsenal throw-in, level with the Real Madrid penalty area. And there is Carlos Ancelotti. So the key for Arsenal today, as I mentioned earlier, is not to concede an early goal here. Throw-in taken quickly by Miles Lewis-Skelly. But that is unable to be kept in play by Bukayo Saka, and it goes behind for a goal kick. So yes, Arsenal will not want to concede an early goal. If possible, they'll want to get through the first 25 minutes and then look to getting to half time with that 3-goal lead still intact. It's cleared downfield by Courtois. It goes over the head there. And it's Vinicius Junior challenging in for it. That's a really good challenge. And here comes Vinicius Junior now down the left-hand side. Vinicius Junior cuts inside, tries to get a shot away. Oh, it's chested in and it's a goal! Oh no, that goal is going to be disallowed. It's offside. The official's flag went up on the far side. It was Kylian Mbappe on the back post. And, well, he just stepped into an offside position. And it was chested by Kylian Mbappe. David Raya was stretching, but it's offside, and that goal will not stand. And the free kick is going to be taken by Jakub Kivior, or is he going to leave that for the goalkeeper David Raya? David Raya now is just going to take his time on this. Spanish international himself, of course, clears it right-footed downfield and over the halfway line. And it's one in the middle of the park there. And the ball is played forward. Challenging in the midfield is Jude Bellingham, but he's dispossessed that time. And it's picked up there by Thomas Partey. Good ball to Martin Odegaard. Odegaard out wide to Bukayo Saka. Just standing there in front of him is Dani Alvarez. And it's won there by Thomas Partey, but he has been dispossessed. And now Real Madrid can break forward with Kylian Mbappe. He plays the ball down the right-hand side, the left-hand side to Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior gets into the box. Oh, he's very quick. It's cleared away by Lewis Skelly. It was a poor ball by Vinicius Junior. And the following challenge there was equally as bad. And we're going to see our first yellow card of this game. And that has gone to Dani Alaba. Very, very late there, and that is a challenge that he will not appreciate having to make, because this early on in the game, a careless challenge by David Alaba, and he's already in the referee's notebook. 4 minutes gone. It's an early time to give up a goal there, a early time to give up a yellow card there. An opportunity now for perhaps Bukayo Saka to run at David Alaba. Free kick is taken by Kivior, launch forward, chested down well that time by Moreno. Moreno just hands the ball off. He gets it back now off Martinelli. Moreno is dispossessed comfortably that time by Rodrigo. Rodrigo tries to play the ball forward looking for Bellingham. It's intercepted by Rice. And Gabriel Martinelli picks up the ball, drop back to Rice. He gives the ball to Miles Lewis Skelly. Here's Thomas Partey now. Drops the ball back into his own half. Thomas Partey to Miles Lewis Skelly. Miles Lewis Skelly tries to turn there on Jude Bellingham, and it's a free kick. Jude Bellingham disagreeing with that, but he's got a hold of his shirt, makes no attempt to win the ball. Not sure why he's complaining there. Here's Declan Rice. Gabriel Martinelli now down the left-hand side. Cuts to the corner of the penalty area. Martinelli gets the cross in. It's headed down there to Vinicius Junior. That's good work by Martin Odegaard to win the ball back. And now here's Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka with a shot, and it whistles across the face of goal. And just goes wide. But that was a warning shot by Arsenal of their own, and it was great work by Martin Odegaard to win the ball back. Eventually the pass was made to Bukayo Saka, whose shot just flashed across the face of goal. Here's Jude Bellingham now in the middle of the park for Real Madrid. Bellingham plays the ball out wide to Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe down the left-hand side, tries to get the cross in, and cleared away by Martinelli. Just trying to bring that ball under control is Moreno. He goes down way too easily there. The referee will just allow the game to go on. Here's Rodrigo. Sends the ball down the right-hand side to Vasquez. Vasquez, the captain, plays it across to Valverde. Valverde now. Good ball from Tukameni. Down the left-hand side, it's swung in towards the back post to Rodrigo. Rodrigo over by the touchline. Can he get the cross in? Rodrigo, he does it. Whistles across the face of goal. And it's headed out there. I think that one came off Miles Lewis Skelly. And now here is Vasquez. Vasquez plays the ball forward, looking for Rodrigo again, but that's intercepted. And now Arsenal are coming round the other end. And it's Gabriel Martinelli now. Martinelli pulls the ball across to Declan Rice. Thomas Partey. Martin Odegaard. Out wide to Bukayo Saka down the right-hand side now. Bukayo Saka cuts inside. Can he get the shot away? Saka, he can! Oh, it's a good save by Thibaut Courtois. He just gets his hand on that and just palms it out. It rolls out for a throw-in on that left-hand side now, level with the Arsenal 6-yard box. It's a super save. Really, you might have seen that late, Thibaut Courtois. Let's see this one coming again. The throw-in is going to be taken here by Miles Lewis-Skelly. Real Madrid claiming time wasting already. That came off the chest of Vasquez and goes out for a corner ball. So Arsenal are going to get the first corner of the game. As we take a look here at this attempt by Bukayo Saka, you can see it just whistles across the face of goal. And you might say that Courtois had it covered, but he was scrambling. It's corner now to Arsenal, and Declan Rice is going to take this corner. So swing the ball into the 6-yard box as Arsenal looking for a fourth goal that might very well kill this tie-off. It comes in, and Courtois just plucks it out, level with his own crossbar. Very comfortable catch that, not the best of corners from Declan Rice. And now Real Madrid coming forward now. It's Alaba, drops the ball back to Khomeini. Valverde over the halfway line to Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe back to Rudiger. Good ball by Rudiger out onto the left-hand side. Coming forward for Real Madrid again is Alaba. Alaba just trying to get some space in front of him, dancing towards the penalty area. And he's again cut back. He gives the ball to Bellingham. Bellingham was going to drop it off there to Mbappe, but that was well read by Declan Rice. And now Arsenal storming forward. 4-on-4 if they hurry. It's Bukayo Saka. Cuts inside now. Bukayo Saka is inside the penalty area there now. Drops it to Declan Rice. Rice passes it on to Odegaard. Odegaard tries to find Bukayo Saka, but that's really well played by Khomeini in defence, just winning that pass. And now Jude Bellingham picks up the ball and the referee has stopped play for some reason. Oh, he's checking something. What is he checking? There's a VAR check here. And at the moment I can't tell you exactly what it's for. I can only assume it's for a potential penalty. A potential Arsenal penalty. And it's being looked at. And he's being pulled over there in the penalty area, and I actually think that is the player being pulled over. Yes, it's Mikel Morena, and I think that's a penalty. He's got his hands all over him. He's got his hands all over him. That has to be a penalty, surely. And the referee has given it. It's a penalty. And Raul Asensio is the man that gave the penalty away. And he is now getting a yellow card. And amazingly, after just 11 minutes, Arsenal have a penalty. And they could give themselves a 4-goal lead in this tie. Let's look at it again. You see it there. He was pulled over. There was no question about it in my mind. He had his arm all over him and pulled Moreno down. And now Arsenal will have a chance to get a 4-goal lead in this tie. The Real Madrid players surrounding the official. Really, it should be only the captain Vasquez that's talking to him. The other Real Madrid players are now moving away. The referee, Francois Letexia, is explaining the decision to Vasquez. And now the players have moved away, and to take this penalty is going to be Martin Odegaard. Well, Martin Odegaard missed a penalty in the FA Cup third round against Manchester United, and also missed one in the shootout. So this is an opportunity to right that wrong. Media, Radio, Jingles and Gaming says no question it's a penalty. I agree. And it's going to be taken by, or is it going to be Bukayo Saka? Bukayo Saka is in fact going to step up to take it. Well, the ball was in the hands of Odegaard initially, but it's been handed over to Bukayo Saka. And it's going to be against Thibaut Courtois. What a penalty this could be. This really could be, this is the most important moment, in my opinion, of Arsenal's season so far. This penalty right here that could give them a 4-goal aggregate lead. Stepping up is Bukayo Saka now. Oh, Courtois making himself look big. Here comes Saka. And he sends, oh, he's missed it! He's missed it! It's saved by Courtois! Courtois was going the wrong way and somehow he hooked his arm back across to make the save. Oh, that is a very, very careless penalty by Bukayo Saka, and absolutely not one that he should have taken in such a way. The goalkeeper appeared to be going the wrong way. He decided to calmly just try to lift it over Courtois. That didn't work. That was a really silly thing to do by Bukayo Saka. And that penalty was, well, the only thing I can say there is let's hope that doesn't come back to haunt Bukayo Saka. But a penalty miss after 13 minutes for Arsenal. And we've got a corner now to the Gunners. As in some ways, it's good to see Arsenal, not parking the bus. They're playing the right game, but what an opportunity that was that's been blown. Corner now by Declan Rice down the left-hand side. It's not the great one. It's headed out by Raul Asensio, but it looks like it went behind anyway. And now Real Madrid play the ball forward by Rudiger. It's just chested out there by Miles Lewis-Skelly. It's going to be a throw into Real Madrid. They're about 5 or 6 yards inside their own half of the field. And Saka, here is Tukameni. Tukameni drops the ball across to David Alaba. Ball is played forward and out of play there. And it's going to be a throw-in. And it's picked up in the middle of the park here. Good ball out wide by Asensio to Vasquez. Back to Asensio. Across to Rudiger. Rudiger just inside his own half of the field. Steps into the centre circle and gives the ball to Valverde. Valverde across there. Back to Valverde. And a long ball across. Picked up there by the number 11, Rodrigo. Rodrigo has got Vasquez alongside him. Luka Vasquez drops the ball back here to Bellingham. Bellingham to Tukameni. Real Madrid coming forward now in numbers. Here's Kylian Mbappe. Out wide there to Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior gets a cross in. It's headed out well that time by Kivia. All the way out to Vinicius Junior again. He tries cutting inside. Thomas Partey just wins the ball and gives it back to Martin Odegaard. Back again there to Thomas Partey, who launches the ball downfield. Coming out to meet that is Thibaut Courtois, but also there is Antonio Rudiger. 56% Arsenal in possession early on in this first 16 minutes here. Kylian Mbappe out to Vinicius Junior on that left-hand side. Vinicius Junior getting to the byline, trying to get the cross in, but that is a really good challenge by Miles Lewis-Skelly, and it's going to be a corner, I think, to Real Madrid. That's a really good challenge. Oh, it actually came off. It actually came off Vinicius Junior. It did not come off Miles Lewis-Skelly, but the corner's been given. And it's Alaba going to take it. Swung in, punched out by the goalkeeper David Raya, right all the way out here to Jude Bellingham. Bellingham's going to have a shot. It's blocked. Bellingham again picks it up. The shot is blocked. It's picked up out onto the right-hand side. Kylian Mbappe takes the throw in. Valverde swings across in. It's headed up into the air by Kivia, over onto the far side. And it's Alaba. Alaba to Vinicius Junior. Tries to chip the ball in. He heads the ball out to the edge of the area. Arsenal trying to get on the end of this to clear the ball. How they do. Picking up the ball here, they're just trying to get away with Gabriel Martinelli, but it was a good challenge by the captain, Luca Vasquez, and it came off Martinelli, so it's a throw in to Real Madrid. Here's Kylian Mbappe. Back again to Mbappe from Tukameni. Mbappe, long ball over onto the far side, looking for Vinicius Junior, but that is over the head of the Brazilian and out of play for an Arsenal goal kick. Well, what a frantic first 17, 18 minutes we've had. As I look at that, a penalty again, and I have to be honest, I just cringe. Such a poor penalty. And you can see the look on the Arsenal fans' faces. They can't believe it. Of course, Thibaut Courtois celebrating, but it was a very comfortable save for him anyway. The ball is cleared downfield. It's headed down there by Asensio. It falls to Miles Lewis-Skelly, but under the challenge there of Jude Bellingham, it's a free kick. Luca Vasquez. Well, he's Real Madrid side. They'll be looking for a goal. They're 3 down, and they're going to want a goal at least before half-time, I suspect, as Miles Lewis-Skelly is fouled again. This time by Rodrigo, who's holding his arm. And down he goes, but the free kick is going to be given. It's just inside the Arsenal half of the field. Or just inside the Real Madrid half of the field, I should say. And the ball's played forward by Kivia. Looking to chase this one is Martinelli, but it's out of play. And it's going to be a throw-in for Real Madrid. Well, it's now back with Antonio Rudiger. Inside their own penalty area, it's Asensio. Asensio to Vasquez. Vasquez knocked forward there again by Asensio, and it's picked up by Rodrigo. He goes down under the challenge there of Declan Rice, and that's going to be a free kick for Real Madrid. Lots of free kicks early on in this game. There didn't appear to be a lot wrong with that, I have to be honest. But the free kick has been given nevertheless. Here's Rudiger back in his own half of the field now. And it's Asensio. It's going to go long over to the left-hand side looking for Vinicius Junior. The header is won comfortably there by Saliba, but only as far as Jude Bellingham. Bellingham now getting towards the byline, hoping to get the cross in. Oh, and nipping in there was Rodrigo rather, and it just missed the Brazilian and then rolled out of play. Gets to the byline, well does Bellingham there, sliding in to try to get a toe poke on that was Rodrigo, but it goes out of play on the far side for a throw-in to the Arsenal. And we've played 20 minutes, and so far Arsenal have more than survived. Created chances, had shots at the goal, and a missed penalty. So far Arsenal are doing quite well. The ball over the top by Rodrigo, though, finds Kylian Mbappe in the penalty area. Mbappe, oh, that's really good work by Saliba. Really superb defensive work by Saliba. Got in front of Kylian Mbappe and shielded that ball out of play. Excellent work. Well, let's keep an eye on some of the other scores. Still 0-0 in the other Champions League match at the San Siro Stadium between Inter and Bayern Munich. 2-1 lead for Inter in that game from the first leg. In the Premier League, Newcastle are 4-0 up against against Crystal Palace. Arsenal have the ball here. Partey has given the ball to Odegaard. Odegaard tries to turn, he's not fouled, and here goes Vinicius Junior now. Vinicius Junior cuts in the penalty area. It's good work, he goes down under the challenge. Nothing doing, says the referee. It's cleared away. Jacob Murphy, Harvey Barnes, Fabian Schär, and an own goal by Gehi are the difference, and there's been a penalty miss there too, Ebuichi Eze. But 4-0 at half-time there for Newcastle. Back here, we have another free kick, this time for Real Madrid. Jurrien Timber committed the foul that time. As we take a look at the challenge on Odegaard, and then when Timber just cuts across and just knocks him on his bum. That'll be a free kick. It's on the corner of the penalty area, about 30 yards out at a guess. It's very difficult for a shot. Standing over this one now is, I think it's Alaba standing over this one. And Thomas Partey and Antonio Rudiger getting a conversation from the referee. They were just kind of clinging a hold of each other. Rudiger pushed Partey over. The referee has just decided to call a halt to the nonsense. And I'm just trying to see who is up there taking that. They're still going at it between the pair of them. And it is David Alaba who's going to take this free kick. Looking to swing this one in. Alaba. Oh, it almost found Vinicius Jr. Tried to shoot, but he wasn't able to bring it down. Rodrigo controls it back to Vasquez. It's into the box and headed just behind for a goal kick. A yellow card has been flashed at somebody here. I don't quite see who that is. This is just that's just boiling over here. There's a yellow card flashed at somebody. Look at Vasquez now going over. Just take a look and see what went on here. Oh, yeah, there's Declan Rice is alongside. I'm trying to see who that is. Yes, that is Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe goes down. Well, you know, if I'm being honest, that's the same sort of challenge that was done earlier with Asensio. So if you give a penalty for one, you really have to give a penalty for the other, don't you? Well, Rice has got a yellow card. But to me, that was almost a carbon copy of the one from earlier. So we're going to see what the referee is going to do here. There is a VAR penalty check. So I think the only reasonable conclusion you can reach here, for my opinion, is that this should be a penalty for Real Madrid. But we'll see what comes up. Of the comment section regarding Saka's penalty, that was a terrible penalty, says Media, Radio, Jingles and Gaming. I second that. Lucas Vasquez is chatting to his opposite his opposite number, the Arsenal captain, Martin Odegaard. And just at the moment, they are still looking at this. I suspect they'll get the referee to check this out, because in my opinion, this was exactly a carbon copy challenge. You see the ball swinging in. He's got his arms around him, still got his arms around him. Over he goes. This was the same challenge as before. So I honestly can only see this going one way, but, well, we know with VAR things don't always work out. Things are not always what they seem. The penalty check is still going on. Why, I'm not sure. This is the same VAR team that pulled the referee over to the monitor before. I don't understand this at all, why this is taking so long. But we're gonna see in a moment anyways. That's still ongoing. Would to God VAR would be kicked out of football, but they really are making a bit of a mountain out of a molehill here. I mean, it was the exact same challenge. There's no difference. Call the referee over to the monitor and let's just get on with it. Well, they're still checking it now, folks. Still 0-0 in the other game, as we wait and see what the decision is. Cross is coming in. Are they looking at potentially offside? Well, there's nobody there in an offside position that's interfering with play, aside from Kylian Mbappe trying to get away from Declan Rice, but he's not in an offside position. So we're still waiting. We're still no further ahead as the penalty check continues. And I'd love to be able to give you an update, folks, but I really don't know. I don't know why this is taking so long. The referee now is finally going over to look at it. And if he sees those pictures that I've just seen, then he should be giving a penalty at this point. So we'll just wait for confirmation as the referee goes over to look at it. Francois Letexier, again, one of Europe's most experienced referees. And as you can see here, it's the exact same challenge. Anybody watching the pictures and listening to the commentary can see that. He's looking at that now. Declan Rice's arms is all over Kylian Mbappe, and this should not take a referee of this quality too long to figure this out. He's just talking with the VAR team now as well, as they're talking through why they've probably asked him to look at this, and I think we're now going to get a decision. No penalty! Wow! No penalty! Wow! Arsenal have got away with one there, and apparently the reason is because of offside. That's the reason. Now, if it is offside, I didn't see anybody in an offside position there that was interfering with play. At least not in my book. Maybe they felt Kylian Mbappe had strayed. I certainly didn't see them bringing out the lines, if you will. So that's a very controversial moment for Real Madrid and for Arsenal. So no penalty for Real Madrid there. I think Arsenal have got away with one there. Here is the goalkeeper, David Raya, clears the ball downfield, and we're back underway now. And it's picked up here by Thomas Partey. Partey gives the ball to Martin Odegaard. Odegaard drops the ball back there to Jurrien Timber, goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. 5 attempts, 3 for Arsenal. We'll have a look at on target in a moment, but its ball is played forward there by Miles Lewis-Skelly, Moreno and Declan Rice. Just a little bit of a lack of communication there as that ball rolls through to Thibaut Courtois. Courtois releases the ball downfield. The header is won by Miles Lewis-Skelly, but it's picked up by Jude Bellingham. Bellingham gives the ball into the centre circle there to Kameni. Kameni out wide here. Back there to Kameni and Bellingham. Rudiger. Valverde. Valverde has got Vasquez on the run. He does a quick 1-2 there with Rodrigo and plays the ball across to Antonio Rudiger. Rudiger to Valverde. Valverde out wide to Luca Vasquez. Luca Vasquez now down that right-hand side. Drops the ball back to Valverde. Federico Valverde goes long towards the back post, and it's a disappointing ball over everybody's head and goes behind for a goal kick. And Arsenal breathe again. We played half an hour, and so far Arsenal have survived their baptism of fire, if you will, in the Bernabeu Stadium this evening. And this is still very much in Arsenal's hands at the moment. It's flicked on by Mikel Moreno and headed on there to Kameni, and Rudiger just clears the ball there to Vasquez. Vasquez to Valverde, and it's to Kameni now over the halfway line. Out wide to Alaba. Alaba's got options in front of him. Gives it to Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe 30 yards out with a shot, and it's just wide. Well, Kylian Mbappe preferring a longer range effort there. Goes wide in the end. Always just curling away from the goal. Hattie Blake says, I don't think Real will do this, but you never know. Well, you never rule them out, Hattie, do you? It's they have been the scourge of English clubs in the second leg in years gone by. So I don't rule anything out. But Martinelli now has the ball. Martinelli just holds the ball up. He's going to play the ball forward to Declan Rice. Declan Rice has got options over on the right there to Odegaard, and he's got Bukayo Saka up there with him. Saka inside the penalty area, back to Odegaard. Oh, back to Saka, but it's a poor ball. He might have been better just having a strike there, Martin Odegaard, but rather instead chose to play the ball back to Saka, and now Real Madrid can break forward. It's Rodrigo. Back to Jude Bellingham. The ball over on the far side there to Vinicius Jr. Drops the ball back to Alaba. Good ball there by Valverde to Tukameni. Now then, it's Luca Vasquez. And here is Rodrigo. Because, it's broken down there. And now Martin Odegaard breaking away for Arsenal. Here goes Martin Odegaard. Tries to give the ball to Thomas Partey there. Thomas Partey goes down under the challenge from Tukameni. Yeah, 5-3 on aggregate to 5-5. I mean, you just cannot rule this team out. And I think the important thing for Arsenal is that they have not conceded early. The next thing to do now is to try to get to half-time for them. And they've rode their luck a little bit. It's a free kick. As we take a look again at this penalty incident, I still can't figure this out, how he was offside. I may be wrong. I'll have to look at this in several instances, but I don't think he was offside in my opinion. I think Arsenal were lucky there. Here's Martinelli, and down there, an Arsenal player just gone down, and it's going to be a free kick. And it's Morena who's down, clutching his leg. And, well, Rudiger was about a week late with that challenge, wasn't he? And free kick to Arsenal. No further action taken by our referee. And it's going to be taken, I think, by Martin Odegaard. He's got Gabriel Martinelli alongside him. But I think it's going to be Odegaard who's going to swing this ball forward for Arsenal. 0-0 still on the night. 3-0 to Arsenal on aggregate. And we've played 34 minutes of this first half. There'll be quite a bit of stoppage time at the end of the first half, though. I'm anticipating about 6 or 7 minutes at least for the VAR, if nothing else. It's Odegaard, swings the ball in, and it's bouncing around there, and it breaks loose, and the shot is over the crossbar. And it's Jacob Kiwier's effort that time, not Jacob Kiwier, sorry, Jurrien Timber's effort that time, just over the crossbar, as Arsenal showing that they can be a threat going forward as well. Here's Asensio for Real Madrid. He's got the ball on the edge of his own box. He goes across to Rudiger. That's a really good ball. Across to David Alaba. Arsenal win the ball back, though. Very, very good indeed by Jurrien Timber. And here is Odegaard. Odegaard to Bukayo Saka now, down the right-hand side. Saka under pressure from Alaba. Saka goes down, and in fact is giving it in the opposite side to Real Madrid for the foul by Saka on David Alaba. So it's a free kick to Real Madrid. They're giving it back to the goalkeeper, Thibaut Courtois. 10 minutes to go until the half-time break at the Estadio Santiago Bernabéu Stadium. Jam-packed to the rafters. And I've got to tell you, it's quite an atmosphere inside this stadium. And Arsenal themselves will be looking for an opportunity to maybe get an early goal. In doing so, get themselves into a more commanding position. And I've just got some technical issues, so just bear with me. And we're back here. I got my pictures back. It's cleared downfield by David Raya. He's been booked for time wasting, incidentally, David Raya. So it's a yellow card for the Spanish international for time wasting on 36 minutes. And the ball's played forward now, looking for Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka to Martin Odegaard. Odegaard cutting inside, and it goes behind for a corner. And that's a good piece of defending by Antonio Rudiger. And Arsenal, well, we'll see here. The referee was very quick in giving Raya that yellow card. But the corner for Arsenal. Bukayo Saka going over to take it in front of those Real Madrid fans behind that goal. And Arsenal lining up their players, Kivia, Timber, Thomas on the edge of the 6-yard box. This is a position that, of course, that they would appreciate Gabriel being fit. The cross coming in, and Thibaut dropped it there for a second. Courtois dropped it for a second, and he managed to clutch it at the second attempt. And now here's Tukameni for Real Madrid. Cross to David Alaba over the halfway line to Kylian Mbappe. Back to Tukameni. Across to Luka Vasquez. And now Rodrigo. Back there to Asensio and across to Rudiger. Rudiger forward over the halfway line to Alaba. Back to Rudiger again. Rudiger, the ball is looking long there, chasing that one is over the top there was Jude Bellingham. Arsenal just managing to get in the way of that, and they can clear the ball now with Martinelli over the halfway line, just trying to skip away from Tukameni. It was a good challenge by the Frenchman, and at least I thought it was a good challenge anyway. It's going to be a throw-in, in fact. The ball went out of play. And it's going to be taken by Miles Lewis-Skelly. Miles Lewis-Skelly just throws it back towards the halfway line into his own half of the field. And it's Kivia. Kivia tries to play the ball forward. Martinelli trying to dummy that, but Luka Vasquez not buying that and puts the ball out of play. It's going to be another throw-in for Arsenal. And it's going to be Miles Lewis-Skelly again. Real Madrid 0, Arsenal 0. We have 6 minutes to go till the break here. It's a long throw by Miles Lewis-Skelly. Chasing this one down is Declan Rice. Valverde coming back and just hooking the ball away. Headed on by Rodrigo. Jude Bellingham goes down under the challenge. It's going to roll out of play. And it's going to be a free kick given by the referee for the foul on Jude Bellingham. And here's Antonio Rudiger. Rudiger across to Federico Valverde. Jude Bellingham just over the halfway line, drops the ball out wide to Vasquez. Vasquez goes down. There didn't appear to be a lot wrong with that challenge from Martinelli, and the referee has given the free kick, but I didn't really see. Let me take a look at this. Maybe I missed something. Oh, he just caught him at the bottom of his foot. So it is a free kick to Real Madrid. And it's going to be Rodrigo that is going to take it. He's going to hook that ball into the middle. Arms up in the air. It is Rodrigo. And the heads go up. It's won, in fact, by Saliba, who heads it out to the left-hand side to Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. clears it in again. And once again, it's Saliba. Only as far as Alaba this time. Back to Vinicius Jr. Vinicius tries to get the cross in, but it's blocked there. That's a good piece of defending by Jurrien Timber, and it's going to be a corner to Real Madrid. At half-time, I'll be giving you the half-time scores in the other game and the latest scores in the Premier League. Once that is done, we'll take a 15-minute break and we'll be back for the second half, so do make sure you join us for that. But right now, we've got 5 minutes to go before the end of this first half, and it's a corner to Real Madrid on the left-hand side. And the referee is in there again, trying to gain control of things. Antonio Rudiger throwing Jurrien Timber around. And the corner is going to be taken. Asensio is in there. Rudiger is in there. Corner from Alaba. Punched out by David Raya. We got a good connection on that. And it goes out of play. It's going to be a throw-in for Real Madrid, which Valverde will take. Valverde has got options. Kylian Mbappe alongside him if he needs to. In the end, he leaves it, and it's going to be taken by Luka Vasquez. Vasquez. Good ball, good short throw in there to Valverde. As it's now back there and played forward by Rudiger to Jude Bellingham. Bellingham holds the ball up. Good play by the England international. Out to Luka Vasquez. Vasquez cutting back inside, swinging the cross in. Oh, it's flicked on and a chance on the back post for Rudiger. But it just escapes him and goes behind. It's going to be a corner for Real Madrid. But that was so close. It was swung in. It was so close on that. Rudiger got very close, but it just goes behind. And it is another corner, and it's going to be taken by Rodrigo. Rodrigo swings the ball in. It's bouncing around in there. And it's broken loose by Jude Bellingham. Back to Rodrigo. Here's Mbappe. Mbappe tries to play the ball in the middle now, but perhaps Arsenal can break with Martin Odegaard. No, he gives the ball away. Odegaard just gave the ball away there to Valverde. He plays it out wide. Here's Alaba. Back to Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe is about 30 yards out. He goes out wide here to Luka Vasquez. Vasquez back to Valverde again. Here's Bellingham. Bellingham lifts the ball into the box. It's headed down there looking for Vinicius Jr. Vinicius now trying to get to the byline. Can he get the cross in? No, it is another good block by Jurrien Timber, and it's going to be a third corner for Real Madrid in the last 3 minutes as they are putting the pressure on towards the end of this first half, and it's going to be Rodrigo that takes this corner here. He swings it in, Rodrigo, and it's headed out by William Saliba, only as far as Vasquez. Taken back in towards his own half of the field, gives it to Valverde. Good ball to Alaba. Real Madrid has got every player inside the Arsenal half of the field, bar the goalkeeper. Cross coming in from Valverde. Oh, it's knocked on. It was a good touch by Saliba. Just took the ball away from Rudiger, really. And that's a free kick for Arsenal. And wow, Luka Vasquez was very tempted just to launch the ball in the crowd. That would, of course, got him a yellow card. Foul on Bukayo Saka. So we see this corner swinging in again. It just hit the back of Jurrien Timber, actually. That's really interesting. Hit the back yeah, it's what a mess in that Arsenal defence for a moment there. But it's a free kick anyway as we approach the last minute of this first half, plus whatever stoppage time is going to be added on for the lengthy VAR check. And for the earlier VAR check, I might add, that led to the Arsenal penalty that was missed. Ball is played forward, looking for Gabriel Martinelli. Martinelli takes the ball under control. That's good play by Martinelli. Plays the ball across there to... Well, it's won back by Alaba anyway, but Arsenal win the ball back, and here's Odegaard. Odegaard tries to slip the ball through to Bukayo Saka. It didn't work, and now Alaba for Real Madrid. He's on the halfway line now, Alaba. He's trying to beat two Arsenal players. This is a good run by Alaba. Is he brought down there? Yes, it's going to be a free kick to Real Madrid, but that was a really interesting run by Alaba. He gives the ball to Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe tries to square the ball to Bellingham, but it was blocked by the Arsenal defence. Well, really between Saliba and Thomas Partey there. The throw-in is taken quickly. And here's the 7 minutes of stoppage time as fought. It's Vinicius Jr. with a shot, which is blocked. Breaks loose to Rudiger, to Kameni. And across here to Asensio. Good ball there to Vasquez. The cross coming in there by Rodrigo, but it's headed out by William Saliba again. And now then, here's Real Madrid coming one more time. It's Valverde. They've got time now at the end of this first half with this 7 minutes of stoppage time. The cross is swung in, headed up into the air, and it tries a bicycle kick, I think, by Bellingham there. Didn't quite work out. It was cleared away. And now here's Odegaard, and if Arsenal quickly can break out here, gives the ball to Martinelli, but it's right behind him and goes out of play. And that's disappointing from Arsenal's perspective. As we take a look at Jude Bellingham's almost attempt at a bicycle kick. It's half-time in the other game. We've still got about 4 minutes to play at the end of this first half, minimum. Here's Vinicius Jr. That's a good challenge there by Bukayo Saka. And it's going to be a throw-in for Real Madrid. Now it's right by the corner flag. It's taken quickly to Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe swings it towards the back post to Vasquez. Vasquez swings it across into the middle there. Good work by Saliba. Really good defending. But Vasquez takes the ball away from Moreno. And it's back there to Tukameni, who tried the shot, but it's blocked. And it's cleared away by Miles Lewis-Skelly, but the referee has just called a halt to proceedings. There's a Real Madrid player down, and he looks in a lot of pain. Trying to see who it is down there. It's the captain, Luka Vasquez. Let's take a look. Oh, he just goes down there. It's hurting on the back of his neck. I don't know what happened there with the back of his neck. There was certainly no contact made. He might have just pulled something. But it looks like he's back on his feet now, the Real Madrid captain. And the game will resume. Luka Vasquez and Carlo Ancelotti. Well, what a career he's had at Real Madrid. What a job he's done. But he's facing an exit from the Champions League unless Real Madrid can get something going here. The ball is long to Declan Rice. Here's Martinelli. Martinelli's got Luka Vasquez in front of him, drops it back to Partey. Partey lifts the ball to Martinelli inside the area, but his poor control let him down there, and the ball goes out of play for a goal kick. Looking at this, yes, Martinelli just unable to bring that ball under reasonable control. A frustrated look on his face. As Thibaut Courtois takes the goal kick quickly. Time ticking down at the end of this first half for Real Madrid. And it's Asensio now. Played forward to Luka Vasquez. Vasquez back to Asensio and across to Rudiger. Rudiger holds the ball up. Oh, that's a good ball by Tukameni out wide. Here's Vinicius Jr. Alaba. Tukameni around on the halfway line, gives the ball to Asensio. Raul Asensio has got options left and right. He decides to go to Vasquez. Vasquez gets a cross in. Rea will have to come for this and claims it well. Plucked the ball out of the air, David Rea. And he's just going to take his time, but he has to be careful. He's already been booked, of course. As we are into the last 2 minutes at the end of this first half. And cleared downfield. Headed on. Oh, that's a good knock on there by Saka to Odegaard. Odegaard now just holding the ball up. He's not getting a lot of time on the ball. He gives the ball there to Partey. Partey to Declan Rice. Rice cutting into the penalty area, gives it across to Martinelli. Martinelli with a shot. Good save by Courtois. Right at his near post. It's a good save by the goalkeeper. Breaking forward now is Jude Belling. Is Rodrigo, but he's rolled the ball out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in. That's a good ball there to Martinelli that created that chance. It was a good save by Thibaut Courtois. Arsenal just, well, they're not looking like they're hanging on. They're playing some good football, and they've really managed this first half very well, it has to be said. And a throw-in by Miles Lewis-Skelly to Declan Rice. Declan Rice's challenge there on Rodrigo. It's going to be a free kick to Los Blancos. He's just caught there as he sort of rolled over the leg of Declan Rice. And Thibaut Courtois goes long with the goal kick. And there's a foul there as well. His first half has been riddled with this sort of thing. This time Jurrien Timber goes down. I suspect Real Madrid will be looking at changes at half-time if they have not, if they're not able to get anything back. The free kick is going to be taken by David Rea. We've played the 7 minutes now. We are into whatever time the referee is going to add on for personal reasons. It's cleared downfield, and it goes over everybody's head and through to the goalkeeper, Thibaut Courtois. And you have to think that that might be that. The referee still does not blow yet. It's a long ball by Valverde over on the far side to Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. Drop back on the far side there to Alaba. Alaba to Kameni. Asensio. And that's it. That's a half-time whistle. Arsenal have made it to half-time with it still being 0-0. They could very well have had the lead, but a poor penalty by Bukayo Saka on 13 minutes meant that this score remains 0-0. What looked like to me a penalty for Real Madrid was overturned on VAR. The VAR check showed initially for the referee to look, and they're still complaining about it, to look at the monitor. The referee looked at the monitor and didn't give it. Now, he claimed it was offside. The Real Madrid players are still complaining at the referee, but at the end of the day, it's half-time. It's 0-0 at the Bernabeu Stadium. We'll just give you the other half-time scores before we take a 15-minute break. At the San Siro Stadium, it is still Internazionale 0, Bayern Munich 0, Inter leading 2-1 on aggregate. And in the Premier League latest score, it's now Newcastle 5, Crystal Palace 0. That goal scored by none other than Alexander Isak. So we're going to take a 15-minute break. Join us again for the start of the second half. Welcome back to the start of the second half. The players are out on the field now with Real Madrid. Doesn't look like any changes have been made. Still 0-0, and a second half is about to get underway in just a moment here. And here we go. Real Madrid attacking the goal to our left at the start of this second half. And the ball is cleared downfield by Thibaut Courtois. The head's going up, shoved over there from the captain, Vasquez, on to what was Miles Lewis Skelly over there. So we take a look, shove there right into his back, yeah, free kick. Just run through the lineups for you, for those of you that missed it from the beginning. Thibaut Courtois, David Alaba, Antonio Rudiger, Raul Asensio, Lucas Vasquez, Jude Bellingham, Aurelien Tchouameni, Federico Valverde, Vinicius Junior, Kylian Mbappe and Rodrigo. Line up for Real Madrid. For Arsenal, David Raya, Miles Lewis Skelly, Jacob Kivior, William Saliba, Jurrien Timber, Declan Rice, Thomas Partey, Martin Odegaard, and we'll just stop here. I'll get back to that. The cross is coming in there, looking there on the far side for Tchouameni. That ball has gone over his head and is picked up by Alaba. So Martin Odegaard, Gabriel Martinelli, Mikel Merino and Bukayo Saka. Those are your lineups. No goals as of yet, except Bayern Munich has taken the lead against Inter Milan at the San Siro Stadium. So Bayern Munich with the lead there. They are now tied with Inter Milan on aggregate 2-2 now. So Harry Kane was the scorer there. And here's Kylian Mbappe for Real Madrid now, as they are really going to need to turn up the heat on Arsenal if they're going to get back into this game. Kylian Mbappe over on the far side there, and a shot coming in, but it's blocked there from Rodrigo, and it just goes wide from the deflection. So we're going to get a corner here, I think. So we just take a look again at Kylian Mbappe. It's going to be a corner. Over on the right-hand side, going over to take it is David Alaba. And Alaba is going to swing this corner in as some of the fans returning from the refreshment stand. Corner coming in by Alaba, and it's cleared away by Bukayo Saka. Chasing this one down is Valverde. Valverde plays the ball across. Back to Valverde again from Jude Bellingham. Valverde again. And here's the captain, Vasquez. Vasquez back to Valverde. He's just inside his own half of the field. Turned away by Jude Bellingham. Bellingham plays the ball out to the right-hand side there. And picking it up is Kylian Mbappe to Rodrigo. Back to Mbappe again. Corner of the penalty area, right-hand side is Kylian Mbappe. Real Madrid desperate for goals now. Kylian Mbappe gets into the penalty area. Can he get the cross in? It's blocked. And it's going to be a corner. And I think the referee, I thought that was going to be a corner. The referee has given a goal kick. The official's flag, let's have a look. It's not a corner. It's not a corner. It is a goal kick. The official's flag on the far side didn't point to that. The referee did. So it is cleared downfield and out of play for a throw-in for Real Madrid, which David Alaba will take. And Real Madrid 0, Arsenal 0 on the night. 49 minutes gone. 3-0 for Arsenal on aggregate. Alaba just drops the ball back there to Rudiger. Rudiger goes back to Thibaut Courtois. On the far side there to Asensio. And there's Valverde. Back to Asensio again. And Asensio across to Rudiger. Rudiger just skipping away from the Martin Odegaard, turning back to Thibaut Courtois. Arsenal trying to press Real Madrid, who certainly haven't been at their best tonight. Here it was down under the challenge, and it's a free kick to Arsenal. And right now, Arsenal perhaps have the opportunity to perhaps grab a goal. You have to think at this point, should Arsenal score, it'll be very, very tough for Real Madrid to come back from that. But it's going to be a free kick to Arsenal. As we look at the ball, straight to Thomas Partey from Rudiger. And, well, there's a challenge from Jude Bellingham. Free kick. And standing over this one will be Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard. And Odegaard there, Declan Rice there. I think it's going to be Odegaard. Nope, it's Declan Rice. He swings across it, and there's a header over the crossbar from Moreno. And it's the first time that they've been able to really connect with Moreno. His header went over the crossbar that time. So far, Arsenal really have put up a very professional performance against Real Madrid. The onus is on the home side to really come forward and try to create something here. And they haven't done that enough in this game. 67% ball possession for Real Madrid, but there hasn't been too many chances of note. And now all of a sudden this game is getting out of control. The players are coming over, the referee is coming over. And I think Francois Letexier, apart from being one of FIFA's most experienced referees, I don't think he's had the best game today. It's a throw-in is taken there by Jurrien Timber, and he throws it to Odegaard, who's standing in an offside position. So it's going to be a free kick. And it's going to be David Alaba with the throw-in here for Real Madrid. Thrown forward. Looking there for Kylian Mbappe, but that's good defending again by William Saliba. Just kept Kylian Mbappe out of the picture there. And the ball rolls out of play for a throw-in to Arsenal. It's about 10 yards inside their own half of the field, and it's taken quickly by Jurrien Timber. It's a long one. It's one in the air by Tukameni. Headed on back to Odegaard. Odegaard looked offside there. And finally, the official's flag has gone up on the far side. Just see the header on there. Odegaard, yes, just standing in an offside position. The arms of the Real Madrid defenders went up. But of course, they don't raise the flag until the danger is over. But that, for me, was a pretty clear offside. Here's Tukameni. Asensio. Ball's played forward, looking for Jude Bellingham. Real chance for Jude Bellingham. Now he goes down in the penalty area. And the referee has given a corner. Well, no complaints from Jude Bellingham. Inter Milan have equalised. Lautaro Martinez. 3-2 there now on aggregate. Yeah, nothing much doing in that one. And it's a corner anyway for Real Madrid. But I think he was a bit slow getting a shot off there, Jude Bellingham. But the corner will be taken, and it's Rodriguez swinging it in. There's Mbappe with a header. But it's over the crossbar. And, well, Real Madrid, they just haven't had their shooting boots on today at all, have they? They've really not forced David Raya into a single save in the whole game. And so far, it has to be said that they don't look likely that they're going to score the 3 goals they need to take this to extra time. And it's back with the goalkeeper here, David Raya, who clears it downfield. Chested down well for Bukayo Saka. He wins that battle with Alaba. Good work by Saka, and he plays the ball across there to Declan Rice. And Martinelli's going over on the far side. Martinelli cuts back. And drop back again here to Miles Lewis-Skelly. Back to Martinelli. Martinelli holds the ball up. He's got Luca Vasquez in front of him. Martinelli just dummying a little while, taking his time. Declan Rice now receives the ball. Drop back to Miles Lewis-Skelly. and all the way back into his own half here. Oh, that's nearly a terrible giveaway there. It was way away from William Saliba, and it's a good job David Raya was out to meet that. Otherwise, Kylian Mbappe might have been in. Here's Martin Odegaard. He's got Saka overlapping. Odegaard holds up. Drops the ball back to Thomas Partey. And it's back to Miles Lewis-Skelly. Out to the left-hand side to Martinelli again. Martinelli cuts inside. Oh, he just loses control of the ball now, and Real Madrid breaking away. The ball is a long one forward, and here is Vinicius Junior. Good ball by Vinicius Junior. He just drops it. Bellingham picks it up though. It's back to Vinicius again. Corner of the penalty area, left-hand side. Vinicius Junior with a shot, and that is the first time I think David Raya has made a save in this entire game. He comfortably makes a save down on his left-hand side. Media Radio Jingles and Gaming says surely Real Madrid can't make a comeback, but well, I don't know, you never know. Here is Partey. He gives the ball to Martin Odegaard. Odegaard looking for options left and right. Finds Saka. Saka is Martin Odegaard looking to make a run. Saka just holds the ball up well. Oh, it's a poor ball by Saka, but it's rescued by Jurrien Timber. Timber, though, he's unable to keep the ball on the play, and that's, oh well, he was thrown down on the floor there by a frustrated individual there, and that's a frustrated Jude Bellingham. Just grabbed a hold of Jurrien Timber and just threw him to the ground. Now, that's a yellow card, isn't it? And it was Jude Bellingham's shot and a comfortable save for the goalkeeper either way. And the ball is now out wide. It's now 2-1 to Inter Milan. Benjamin Pavard is the scorer. Former Real Madrid player, a former Bayern Munich player, of course. And here is Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior tries to get to the byline. It's a good block by Jurrien Timber again. So it looks like Inter have sold that game up. They're now 4-2 up on aggregate. It looks like they'll play Barcelona in the semi-finals. The winners of this one, of course, will go on to face Paris Saint-Germain. As a throw-in comes in. Oh, it's right under the crossbar. And it's a good save by David Raya, who just punches that one away. It was a corner that was swinging right under the crossbar. And, well, Rodrigo is going to have another go at it now. Swings it in, and this time the header is won at the near post. But that was David Raya had to be alert to that. The shot by Luca Vasquez is blocked. As that ball goes out of play now for a throw-in to Real Madrid. Taken quickly by Kylian Mbappe. We're almost at the hour mark. Time running out for Real Madrid now. They've got to press forward. And of course that ball goes behind for a goal kick. A really poor pass by Valverde there. And goes behind for a goal kick. And now they're making a triple substitution. So I just need to keep my eyes open here. Triple substitution. And we're just going to see who's coming on and who isn't in a moment. But it's a corner to Arsenal. And let's just take a look at this. Again, good work by Bukayo Saka, but it's a really good challenge, this time by Asensio. And it's a corner to Arsenal. Substitute's not been made yet, but I can see three of them getting themselves ready down there. Let's see who that is. One of them's Garcia. The other one is Ceballos. I'm not sure who the third one is. But the corner is going to be taken. And it's going to be swung in here by Bukayo Saka first of all. Corner comes in towards the back post, plucked out of the air. Plucked out of the air fairly easily there as well. But here come Real Madrid forward now with Valverde, but that's a good block and Arsenal maintain possession. And that's good play there with Valverde, just being stopped right in his tracks there. By Thomas Partey, and now here's Declan Rice for Arsenal inside his own half of the field. And it's Odegaard. Odegaard. Back to Partey. It's quite a good run there, but he's finally stopped in his tracks. And Real Madrid can come forward as Asensio just getting in the way there. As we take a look at those 3 Real Madrid players still waiting to come on. I think we're finally going to see the substitution very shortly. We've got Miles Lewis-Skelly down right now, clutching his gut. He looks in some discomfort. Thibaut Courtois has come out to help him. Antonio Rudiger. Oh, that was savage! Oh, goodness me! That was... I don't know whether that was done by accident or by deliberation. That was stamp. That was a stamp by Antonio Rudiger on Miles Lewis-Skelly. That was brutal. We'll see whether... I'm not sure whether that was an accident or not. Luka Vasquez, Alaba and Rodrigo are coming off. And Fran Garcia, Endrick and Ceballos are on. Okay. And that makes the triple substitution for Real Madrid in their attempt to get back into this game. Well, getting away with one there was Antonio Rudiger. The ball is played long, looking for Vinicius Junior, but defended very, very well was William Saliba. In fact, Vinicius Junior is accused of handling the ball. It's going to be a free kick. Let's take a look. Yeah, just caught the bottom of his arm. I'm not sure he could do anything to prevent it, though. But that is a free kick. And the ball is played long, looking for Moreno, but that's won comfortably by Rudiger and headed all the way back to the goalkeeper from Asensio. He releases the ball back to Asensio inside his own penalty area, gives the ball across to Rudiger. And that really was still can't get past that tackle. That stamp by Rudiger, that was brutal. Here's Martinelli now for Arsenal. Media, radio, jingles and gaming. I said I've got to say if Arsenal do win this game, I think Arsenal could make it to the final. I'm not so sure. The way Paris Saint-Germain are playing right now, I am not so sure. They are a very, very good team. I think Arsenal might struggle against them, but we'll see. Ball is won back here in the middle of the park by Jude Bellingham, who goes down under the challenge of Jurrien Timber. Free kick taken quickly. And that's out wide to Rodrigo. Rodrigo drops it back to Tukameni and across to Jude Bellingham. Bellingham out wide to Fran Garcia, the substitute. Garcia back to Ceballos. Real Madrid. Ball is across and out of play. So we just take a look at that. He just pulled the ball across. It was a good move by Martinelli, just playing the ball through Rodrigo's leg there for a second. Ball is long downfield. And back to the goalkeeper. And it's going to be cleared by Thibaut Courtois. And one in the air that time by Endrick. And the ball is long forward now, looking for Kylian Mbappe, but David Raya comes out and claims that comfortably. And he releases it quickly. Here's, William Saliba has given the ball away to Vinicius Junior. And it's a cross there. The shot was blocked. And the cross coming in on the far side and the header over. Oh, what an opportunity there for the substitute, number 16, Endrick. Just gets on the end of that cross from Valverde and it's turned over the crossbar. But Endrick just slams his fist down. And still Arsenal. Well, the ball is played forward now and it's with Bukayo Saka. Saka cutting inside. Drops the ball back to Odegaard. Odegaard, he's got a bit of space in front of him. He plays it right there to Declan Rice. Declan Rice, back to Odegaard. Across to Moreno. Moreno plays it free for Saka! It's 1-0 to Arsenal! And that could be the goal that sends Arsenal through to the semi-final. Oh, it was a perfectly placed ball through to Bukayo Saka, and he just lifted it over Thibaut Courtois. And Arsenal are 1-0 up and 4-0 up on aggregate. Well, the Real Madrid fans now know that this could be game up for them this season. We could be looking at a new European champion this season, because the goal from Bukayo Saka is 5th in the tournament in 7 matches. You can see here the goal kick was taken quickly by David Raya, and this is where Real Madrid messed up defensively here. Now, they may well look at Bukayo Saka initially when he picked up the ball. Was he in an offside position? I guess we're going to see that, but he knocked the ball back then to Odegaard, and Bukayo Saka made his run into the middle, played straight through to Declan Rice, back to Odegaard, to Moreno. He then makes his run. Saka picks up the ball, the pass from Moreno, and just lifts it over the goalkeeper and into the net. And Arsenal are 1-0 up at the Bernabeu Stadium. And, well, Real Madrid now have got a lot of work to do. Well, the ball is forward to Endrick. Tries to play the ball through. Endrick chasing it. It goes all the way back through to the goalkeeper, David Raya. Back to the goal. Oh, William Saliba's dispossessed, and Vinicius Junior has gone in and scored. So it's 1-1. Well, that came out of nowhere. On the ball there was William Saliba, and he was dispossessed by Vinicius Junior. What was Saliba doing, can you imagine? Oh, he just gave the ball away here. He had it. Vinicius Junior came storming in. Maybe he didn't get a shout. Maybe he did and he didn't hear it. But what on earth do you suspect that he was doing? Oh, Vinicius Junior just nips in. Raya's out of position, and he just lifts it into the roof of the net, and Real Madrid are level again. Well, 1-1. That is 4-1 on aggregate now for Arsenal. Obviously, it still leaves them with 3 goals to search out, so this would not be entirely surprising. But Vinicius Junior, 8 goals in 12 matches, has at least got something back for Real Madrid. If nothing but a consolation. But we'll see how this all plays out as the game goes on. The referee has just stopped play now. Now, what's he stopped play about this time for? There's been a lot of stopping and starting. This is getting, to be honest with you, this is not the referee's greatest moment and golden show, is it? He's not had the best game at all today. He's having words with Martin Odegaard now. But this stop-start, it has well ruined what could have been a good game. Kylian Mbappe still complaining. There's a final score in the Premier League. Newcastle United 5, Crystal Palace 0. So Newcastle continuing their fine form after their 4-1 victory over Manchester United. Here is Wright, lifts the ball forward, and just dealing with that quickly there is Valverde, back to the goalkeeper. It's cleared away by Thibaut Courtois, no messing about. And here's Declan Rice. Rice drops the ball back into his own half of the field. Thomas Partey. Oh, Thomas Partey's dispossessed. But he's fouled. The referee, it was late on that call, and Vinicius Junior is letting the referee know about it. It was a very late call. Well, I mean, he did catch Saka, didn't he? but it was a very late call again by the referee. And here is Declan Rice, just knocks the ball on there for Martinelli. Martinelli just trying to get away from sorry. He's trying to get himself away there from Fran Garcia. Gets tangled up there. So still 1-1 with 20 minutes to go, and Arsenal very much in the driver's seat right now. They have a free kick for the foul on for the foul on Gabriel Martinelli. It's Martin Odegaard to take it. Declan Rice also there, may fancy swinging this one in. Looks like it's going to be Martin Odegaard, however. Swings the ball in, it's a poor one, it's headed up into the air by Asensio, and put out of play by Declan, and it's going to be a throw in to Arsenal. Just headed out of play there by Asensio. Throw in taken quickly. And picked up again by Asensio. This time he clears the ball downfield, headed on. And just winning the ball back is Jude Bellingham. And picked up there is Garcia. Down he goes. He's complaining, but the referee says play on. And here's Declan Rice now. Declan Rice trying to get away with a shot. He goes down under the challenge. Referee says that's a fair challenge and clears the ball downfield and out of play. It's going to be a throw in. Take a look at, just down under the challenge there. And see the player goes down to Khomeini as well. Throw in taken quickly, it's over the head, and it's in fact a bad throw. And it's going to be a foul throw, and it's going to be a free kick. Luka Modric is the next one to be coming on for for Real Madrid. We're going to be seeing him very shortly. Of course, he now owns a stake in Swansea City, considered a minor stake. The ball is played forward, looking for Bukayo Saka. Picked up by Jurrien Timber, looking there for Moreno. Good work at the back there. And that goes through to the goalkeeper by Antonio Rudiger. Here's Khomeini for Real Madrid. And it's played forward here to Kylian Mbappe over the halfway line. Mbappe, quick flick on back to him from Vinicius Junior, but it didn't quite work out, and Arsenal have won the ball back with Declan Rice coming forward, but he's now been dispossessed. But again, the referee has blown his whistle a little late, and finally a free kick to Arsenal is given as we look again at Bukayo Saka's goal, just lifted over the goalkeeper, and he went off to celebrate. But 1-1 is the score, and Real Madrid still need 3. Just waiting to see who may be coming off for Luka Modric, as he looks like the next one to be making an appearance in this game. We've got a Real Madrid player down right now. It's Kylian Mbappe. He's feeling the heat. Got the physio on there, and also someone in a suit. Looks like it might be a doctor. But it looks like the back of the ankle was caught by Declan Rice. It's quite by accident, just as he went down. Just kicked the back, actually. I think it was a back leg as well by Declan Rice as he went down. But Kylian Mbappe is looking in some discomfort down there. Vinicius Junior just looking on as well, as this is the kamikaze Real Madrid equaliser. An error by William Saliba that you normally have to wait a very, very long time to see. He's normally so stellar in those positions, but he just gave the ball away that time, and Real Madrid were level just like that, as Mikel Arteta telling him to concentrate and remain focused, which is really what Arsenal need to do at this time, as the leading goal scorer for Real Madrid, Kylian Mbappe, is going off at this time. It is Inter 2, Bayern Munich 2. I'll get back to that in a moment. Raul Asensio and Kylian Mbappe are off. So that's the 5 substitutions now. Raul Asensio and Kylian Mbappe are off for Luka Modric and Ibrahim Diaz are on for Real Madrid. So that's the 5 substitutes for Real Madrid. They get one more opportunity if it goes to extra time. If it shouldn't get that far, but here come Real Madrid now. Who knows? And the ball is played to Modric. We all know what he can do. And he is on the field right now, and it's laid off to Endrick. Endrich's pass is a poor one, as he was looking for Garcia, and it goes off Garcia and goes behind for a goal kick to Arsenal. So 2 substitutes again now. Luka Modric and Ibrahim Diaz are on for Kylian Mbappe and Raul Asensio. So that is the 5 substitutes for Real Madrid. Arsenal, I think they've yet to make one yet, so we may see that in the next sort of 10 minutes or so. There's a substitute made now for Arsenal as we spoke. Leandro Trossard is on for Bukayo Saka, the goal scorer. So Bukayo Saka comes off and Leandro Trossard is on. This is a good time really to make that change with Arsenal in the position that they're in. Frustrated look there of the former Italian head coach Carlo Ancelotti. It's a free kick for Arsenal, and it's going to be taken by Jurrien Timber. Timber launches the ball forward. It's headed out by Antonio Rudiger and picked up here by Vinicius Jr. Launches the ball forward looking for Endrick. It's won comfortably here by Thomas Partey. Across to Miles Lewis-Skelly, just inside his own half of the field. Miles Lewis-Skelly comes forward. That's a good ball there to Martin Odegaard. Can Arsenal grab a second maybe and do the unthinkable and come away from the Bernabeu with a win? But nope, the ball is given up and it rolls out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in. And it's going to be taken by Jurrien Timber. Jurrien Timber, long throw there, looking for Gabriel Martinelli. Martinelli trying to fight to win that ball. It comes off Dani Ceballos, and it's going to be a throw to Arsenal, as the Real Madrid fans at this point looking incredibly frustrated and much less seem to have given up the ghost. Here's Odegaard. Odegaard gets into the penalty area. Can he get across it? Odegaard goes right across the 18-yard box, bounces back to the edge of the box, and it's blocked from a Thomas Partey shot, and finally cleared away. Well, just for a moment, it was ping-pong inside the Real Madrid penalty area. Here's Timber. Timber still trying to win the ball. Jurrien Timber. Oh, it's a good challenge by Rudiger. Picking up the ball is Jude Bellingham. He goes long. And the ball is across to Valverde. Valverde just checking away from Leandro Trossard. Get my words out. Out to Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. holds up the ball. Cuts inside. He goes down under the challenge. And it's going to be a free kick to Real Madrid. And the challenge is by Jurrien Timber, and it's right on the edge of the box. So Arsenal have to be very careful here. That's a late challenge on Vinicius. It's a free kick, all right. It's from a pretty decent position. It's well left of the D. It's almost at the corner of the penalty area. But this is Luka Modric territory if I've ever seen it. And he's going to take this free kick now. And with 10 minutes to go, it's still 1-1. And standing over this is Modric and also Valverde. Looks like it's going to be Valverde's strike. Oh, it's blocked by Declan Rice brilliantly. And it almost bounces all the way to the halfway line. Finally, it's picked up. And here's Garcia. And Garcia plays it across there to Modric. Modric to Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. down the left-hand side. He swings across in, trying to bring this ball under control is Hendrick, and finally it bounces off the head of Kivia and drops through to the goalkeeper. You can see here the chest being brought down by Hendrick, the flick on, and Kivia, good piece of defending, just heads the ball back to the goalkeeper as the Real Madrid fans looking very, very frustrated and disgruntled. And this is a good run now. It's Miles Lewis-Skelly coming forward. Oh, this is a great run by Miles Lewis-Skelly. The ball breaks loose for Declan Rice. The referee says play on. Here's Trossard. Oh, really good ball. Overlapping here is Odegaard. Odegaard, centre penalty, gets a curling shot and it's just wide. Martin Odegaard, it was so close. Oh, the Real Madrid fans holding their heads in their hands. What more is there to do? They are looking like a beaten team right now. And I will be considering my man of the match shortly, but yeah, it's looking like very much like a beaten team is this Real Madrid team right now. They look short of ideas. Their fans, they seem to have resigned themselves to the fact that they're on their way out at the quarter-final stage. But let's see, there's 9 minutes to go. You never rule them out, of course. Here's Modric. Plays the ball over the halfway line. Flicked forward there for Diaz. It's now over, and it's Valverde now picked up by Diaz. And to Bellingham, back to Modric. Modric tries to play the ball through to Bellingham, but that's a good piece of defending by Miles Lewis-Skelly again. He's been very good all night. He plays the ball long out to Trossard. Trossard holds the ball up. Picks up the ball there to Declan Rice. Oh, dispossessed there. And now they're on the break now. And here's a chance for Vinicius Jr. He tries to get the shot away, but it's a good block by Jakub Kivia again. And it looks like it came off Vinicius Jr. last, and it's going to be a goal kick. Let's take a look at it. There's a pass by Valverde, and you can see here just getting across. I'm not sure how that's not a corner, but then again, we've seen some strange decisions tonight. And it's a goal kick to Arsenal, as Mikel Arteta just almost running into the assistant on that near side. Oh, William Saliba hooks the ball in the air and he nearly gives it away again. In fact, he does to Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. and cutting across and making a challenge to prevent him was Saliba again. But just for a second, he nearly let in Vinicius Jr. again. The corner is going to be taken by Luka Modric. And there's 7 minutes to go for Real Madrid to get 3 goals. Can they do it? Modric takes the ball short to Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. cuts inside, tries to get a shot away. It's blocked. And it breaks out loose there. And it's Vinicius Jr. again from Modric. Can he get the cross in? Vinicius Jr. It's right across the 6-yard box. It's almost flicked away by Miles Lewis-Skelly. Lifted back into the area again by Garcia. And Vinicius Jr. is in an offside position and looks very, very frustrated. And, well, Arsenal so far have really shown themselves in this game. They've put up a very professional performance. For Real Madrid, they just haven't created enough, despite the possession that they've had, to get anything at all from this game. It's cleared downfield. Trying to win the ball there is Moreno. Moreno goes down under the challenge. And a yellow card has been shown. Who's he shown the yellow card to? Thomas Partey. And Declan Rice is giving him a right earful about that. And Thomas Partey goes into the referee's notebook on 85 minutes. Rudiger also gets a yellow card for the challenge. And it's going to be a free kick. So Thomas Partey also in the referee's notebook, and we have 5 minutes to go, and I'm just going to give my producer my player of the match at this point, or man of the match, whichever you prefer. The ball is played forward, and it just gets away from Jakob Kivior there. Jurrien Timber there. And the ball goes out of play. It's going to be a goal kick. Injury time between Inter and Bayern. There's 6 minutes to play there. Bayern still chasing the 1 goal to force extra time. And here's Modric. Plays the ball forward over the halfway line. And it's just knocked out of play with the header of Declan Rice. And the ball is... Now the throw-in is taken quickly, and here is Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior is challenged there by Martinelli. Martinelli, though, gives the ball away. And there's an opportunity now coming forward with Garcia. He releases the ball there to the number 10, Modric. Back to Garcia, swings the cross in. That's a good block that time by Saliba. What a performance it's been defensively by Arsenal tonight. They have shut down Real Madrid. They haven't been able to create too many chances and really haven't forced any real major save of note from David Raya in this entire game. Here's Modric. Modric holds the ball up. He gets the ball out wide again to Garcia. Garcia swings it in. It's headed out by Kivior. And again, won back by Valverde to Diaz. Ibrahim Diaz drops the ball back to Valverde. Valverde back to Diaz. It's a good ball there. Picked up by Ceballos, and he goes across to Garcia. Garcia swings across in. Header out by Thomas Partey that time. Garcia again, the pressure being put on by Real Madrid. Vinicius Junior swings across in, but it's far too close to David Raya, and he falls on the ball, and is very comfortable to do that. It is 1-1, and I'll be announcing my man of the match in about 90 seconds time, as David Raya will now launch the ball downfield, left-footed. And it goes up in the air, bouncing around there, but the ball goes out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in, which is going to be taken it was going to be taken by Tukameni, but he's left it. He's left it to Garcia. Ball is played forward, looking for Vinicius Junior. Vinny Junior goes down under the challenge, and it's going to be a free kick. As Mikel Moreno Mikel Arteta approaching the fourth official, Stephanie Frappé there, for a challenge. And the ball is breaking loose now down the left-hand side. Here is Jude Bellingham. Bellingham gives the ball to Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior gets across in. Oh, it's a good block by Jakob Kivior. And the corner is going to be taken. And it's taken short. Modric swings it in. It's headed out by Saliba. Picked up again. Valverde swings across in. And it comes back there on the edge of the area to Modric. Back to Modric again. We're inside a minute. At the next stoppage in play, I'll give you the man of the match. Garcia swings across in. It's headed out. Declan Rice trying to chase this one. It's going to roll out of play. No, Declan Rice keeps the ball in play, but Trossard has given it away, and here's a chance for Real Madrid now. They've got the chance for Garcia with a shot. It's a wonderful save. And David Raya gets down and makes that save. Leandro Trossard gave the ball away. And it was actually Diaz with the shot in the end, not Garcia. But it's a good save nonetheless. But keeps the score locked at 1. And we've got 5 minutes of stoppage time. And now I'm going to give you the man of the match. And today's man of the match, as sponsored by Commentary Services, I'm going to give it to Arsenal's number 15, Jacob Kivior. Jacob Kivior has been outstanding defensively, winning headers, clearing the ball away, making vital tackles and blocking the shot, the shooting and passing range. Here's a chance for Real Madrid. Oh, it's turned wide. Oh, what a chance for Real Madrid. The cross came in from Vinicius Jr. And right there, it was Endrick. What a chance. And he blew the shot wide. Oh, that would at least given them a victory on the night. But that's not worked out. So yes, today's man of the match, as sponsored by Commentary Services, goes to Arsenal's number 15, Jacob Kivior. And now Real Madrid have the ball with the number 10, Luka Modric, dropping it back to the goalkeeper. Thomas Muller has apparently missed a sitter there in the other game, but time running out for Bayern. But here is Leandro Trossard for Arsenal. Leandro Trossard holds the ball up. He tries to get the cross in, but it's a good block. And now here comes Real Madrid on the break over the halfway line. And Real Madrid now, it's a good ball by Endrick to Garcia. Garcia is dispossessed. Oh, that's good play. Arsenal can move forward in numbers now if they hurry. And it's, I think that's, yes, that's Timber. Gives the ball to Thomas Partey. Partey cuts inside to Odegaard. Odegaard, is he going to fancy a shot here? He does! And it's a save by Thibaut Courtois. Oh, that was a chance. That was a chance. And that was a good save. And right now, Real Madrid, they don't have any answers to this Arsenal performance. And that's all I can say, as we played 2 minutes of stoppage time at the Bernabeu Stadium. It really is, you have to say, there's not, there is very, very little chance they're going to get back into this game now, the way Arsenal have just shut them down. Here's Garcia now, down the right-hand side. Gets that cross in. It's headed out by Kivior. Good play by him. Well, Arsenal can break forward now if they want. And Garcia, and it's played forward by Declan Rice. And it's one-on-one. A chance for Martinelli to finish it. It's 2-1 to Arsenal. And they go marching into the semi-final to take up Paris Saint-Germain. It's 5-1 on aggregate as Martinelli puts the icing on the cake of a wonderful evening in Madrid for Arsenal. Well, they look exhausted, but that is the goal. Gabriel Martinelli on the 3rd minute of stoppage time, and Real Madrid are going out. And it all started from a really poor cross. It was headed out by Kivior, and Declan Rice had the opportunity. He played the pass, Martinelli onside, and it was one-on-one and just beat the goalkeeper. As the only chasing fullback there at that stage was Fran Garcia. But you can see here, it's just a beautiful finish by Martinelli, and it is 2-1, and that is the end of this game, it has to be said. 5-1 on aggregate. Arsenal put in a fantastic performance in 2 legs of football. Real Madrid, not so. They've been poor in both games, it has to be said, but take nothing away from Arsenal. They have got the job done tonight. Full time, Inter Milan have also got the job done. 4-3 victory on aggregate. Their semi-final will be against Barcelona. And Zinchenko and Tierney are on. We'll just see who has come off. but Zinchenko and Tierney are on, and so is, oh wow, so is Ben White. So there's 3 of them that are on. I'll get these numbers for you in a moment. And Declan Rice is one of them that is off. But that is a superb performance by this Arsenal team as Declan Rice applauds. Timber, Martinelli and Rice are off. But, well, what are you going to say? What a performance. What a performance. And all I can say is that has been something else from Arsenal over these 2 legs that we just haven't seen in the league this season. And that is really surprising, but they have really put it together in this competition. A fantastic performance today, as Arsenal now will try to maintain that 1-goal lead that they have. It's 2-1 to Arsenal on the night, 5-1 on aggregate, and it goes across there to Dani Ceballos, and that's full time. It's full time. The referee has blown his whistle. Dani Ceballos picks up the ball and kicks it into the crowd. A disappointed Estadio Santiago Bernabeu Stadium has been absolutely silenced today by a stunning Arsenal display. Goal, despite the early penalty missed by Bukayo Saka, he was able to remedy that on 65 minutes by giving Arsenal the lead. Real Madrid equalised on 67 minutes from an error from William Saliba. Vinicius Jr. took advantage of that, but on 94 minutes, there it was, 1-on-1. Gabriel Martinelli scoring the goal to give Arsenal the victory. In the other game, full time there, it's Inter Milan 2, Bayern Munich 2. So your semi-finals in the Champions League are as follows. It is Barcelona versus Internazionale and Arsenal versus Paris Saint-Germain. Those are your 2 semi-finals. In the Premier League today, Newcastle beat Crystal Palace by 5-0. And overall, an outstanding night of football for Arsenal and for English football in general. A superb evening. So I'm going to leave you with the final score at the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu Stadium. Real Madrid 1, Arsenal 2 on aggregate. Real Madrid 1, Arsenal 5. Bye for now.